Welcome to episode 12 of the 5 Minute Creative Podcast. I'm Patrick Smith and it's July 9th, 2020. And the reason I bring up the date in the intro is really just to give some context to the time that we're in, and because some of these campaigns that I like talking about are obviously solve a problem for the context of today. God forbid I do this for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years and somebody actually listens to it and goes back and says, when was this made? So they can kind of put whatever I'm talking about in context. But it's July 9th. Obviously, we're in, I don't know whatever month it is, month 3, 4 of this COVID phase of 2020. It's summer. People have been locked up for a while or staying home or not being able to go out to restaurants. Doing probably a lot of delivery. I know one of the categories of restaurants that has done pretty well, all things considered, in this COVID crisis, while a lot of restaurants are shutting down, pizza's doing pretty well. Obviously, it's got the infrastructure already set up for delivery. They don't have to deal with, at least most of them, with Grubhubs of the world or other kind of third-party delivery. They're in your neighborhood. I know that as a kid that when we get pizza, it was always from like 1 or 2 places. We didn't do it every week or anything like that, but maybe every couple months. But I can imagine if you're a family and you've been ordering pizza every week just to mix things up, you might be burned out on your pizza. I'm sure Popeyes has data to support that kind of idea. And what's incredibly smart about this is I think they're raising themselves out of the chicken category, the chicken sandwich category. In the last couple of years, they've been the darling of that category. And it's all been built around the chicken sandwich and social media and a lot of great PR. But they're elevating their game again and going after the pizza category, which I just think is really smart to just kind of aim a little bit higher. And I'm sure there is market research to support this insight that people are kind of burned out on what they've been ordering. So the premise of this campaign, I'll just read the headline. Popeyes isn't making pizza. In fact, it wants to intercept your pizza order. And I just think that's brilliant. Anyway, so I haven't seen a 30-second spot or like a print ad. I'm sure there's some stuff out there. What I did see was a little social media piece, some social media content, and it's just really clever. The idea is basically a Popeyes driver loads up their car with some family meals, Popeyes family meals. They go stalk a pizza delivery person in the parking lot next to a pizza delivery restaurant or pizza delivery shop, like a Domino's or Jimmy John's. They wait for somebody to come out with a big order, like 4 or 5 boxes of pizza, and then they follow them to wherever they're going, whatever house they're going to. They wait for the pizza delivery person to get out of the car, go to the front door, make their delivery. Then they kind of timidly follow them up to the door, or up to the door, and pass them in the driveway and stuff. Exchange a couple words here and there, and then they basically ask the owner, hello sir, hello ma'am, can I convince you to trade that boring pizza that you've been having for however long with this really delicious Popeyes family meal tonight? And it's a Popeye spot, so of course people, make the exchange. Not all of them, they try to bring some reality into this little, this social spot. But it's just really smart. I just love it. I thought it was really cool. So I'll put this on the C2 Facebook page. I thought that was just a smart way to go, especially given the context of everything that's happening around eating in our culture right now. So that was really great. Kind of the other thing that I saw that was worth talking about, or maybe not worth talking about, was Google's Swirl. If you've not heard of this, it's basically Google's version of a kind of a 3D rendering tool. So now, if you're a brand and you have a product like a car or a shoe or whatever it is, you can create an ad and you could spin, the product around 3D. And we've seen things like this before. I posted this on LinkedIn. My comment was basically, there's always been this fascination with 3D and these kind of gimmicky things. They come out, they make a big splash, and then they kind of fade away and just disappear. So I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen here. I think some brands will do some cool things, and then, after Christmas or whatever, you probably never see one again. one of these again. Although I could see on a phone, if it's really easy to use, I could see this being a bigger and bigger thing. And obviously it'll go beyond ads and end up, the websites and other channels. But not a bad idea. It's just kind of one of those things that just when I see it, it kind of makes me chuckle to see, or I question like how sticky these things are. But I guess it's the appropriate solution for a particular time and place. So there it is. So I'm past my 5 minutes. That is another episode, and thank you for listening.